This is 5 on your side at 10. Focused on you.
And we begin tonight with breaking news out of South City. Within the last hour and a half, we've learned police are questioning a driver they believe struck up to 6 people, including a 12-year-old. It happened in the Ted Drew's parking lot tonight. Good evening, I'm Brent Solomon, in for Mike Bush. We're learning one of those victims suffered a critical head injury. 5 on your side's Annie Krall was on scene moments after it all happened. She's live now. Annie, what are you learning here?
Brent, St. Louis Metro Police confirmed just in the last hour that it was 4 people who were hit as a car came driving through the crowd tonight. The oldest, they tell us, a man in his 70s. The youngest, that 12-year-old. St. Louis Fire Department saying there might have been 2 additional people who were hit tonight. Now, many were out here at Ted Drew's enjoying the candy cane lane, getting ice cream, and of course enjoying the Christmas festivities. That's when police say a little after 8 o'clock tonight, they got a call that multiple people had been hit by a car. Over the last few years, we've covered multiple people being hit at or around Ted Drew's. The custard stand is in the 6700 block of Chippewa Street in the city's St. Louis Hills neighborhood. This stretch of busy road has seen a number of crashes with people crossing the street or walking in the last few years, including 2 fatal crashes back in 2022. Of the people who were hit tonight, we know someone seems to have injured their head, according to police, all taken to the hospital as of now with non-life-threatening injuries after being hit by a 19-year-old driver.
It's my understanding, after getting some very preliminary information, that he was a 19-year-old. He said that he got scared. Everybody, I guess people started banging on the windows. He didn't know what to do. He went home. He told family what had happened, and then they told him to come back to the scene.
I don't know how somebody can hit a dog and drive away, and to hit human beings and drive away, it's just unthinkably horrible. And unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of that around St. Louis now, just a complete disregard both for safety and for life. It's really discouraging.
And just coming into the newsroom in the last few minutes, a spokesperson for Mayor Tashara Jones has released a statement saying, quote, "Our thoughts are first and foremost with those who have been injured and their families, and we are closely monitoring the situation. We are praying for those involved and grateful for first responders who reacted quickly to the incident." Now, people on scene told us that when Chippewa Street was active and that car came driving through, it looked like a stampede. Many people screaming, unsure if at first it was a shooting, but once they heard it was a car that came driving through, they are asking Ted Drew's and of course those city leaders to have more pedestrian protection in hopes of trying to curb this, which city leaders have told us they've been working on for the last few months. Reporting live at Ted Drew's, Annie Krall, 5 on your side.
All right, Annie, thanks for that update. Stay with 5 on your side for the latest on this breaking story. We'll bring you updates overnight on KSDK.com and on the 5 on your side app, as well as the 5 Plus streaming app. Noon tonight, now that the city of St. Louis has parted ways with its jail commissioner, what's next for the heavily scrutinized facility? Tonight, we're taking a look back at Jennifer Abdullah Clemens' rocky tenure. 5 on your side's Laura Bachevsky digging into the details.
Jennifer Clemens Abdullah started her job as the St. Louis Commissioner of Corrections on September 13, 2021. 1,195 days later, the city of St. Louis announced she no longer worked there. So what happened in those 3 years where she was the leader inside the St. Louis City Justice Center? The number of inmate deaths only went up. Since 2020, 18 inmates have died. 2/3 died on her watch. Health concerns inside the jail grew amidst shifts between healthcare providers. And the last time Clemens Abdullah did an interview with 5 on your side was more than a year ago. And she said she was making healthcare a priority, but couldn't be specific about many things.
I know that us doing that will help get us a better healthcare contractor, better health care for the inmates that come in, or be able to identify what they really need.
A year after that interview, St. Louis Sheriff-elect Alfred Montgomery says he's witnessed basic needs not being met.
Some of them complain about not eating for days. Some of them are complaining about not being able to shower.
In 2022, the St. Louis Detention Facilities Oversight Board was put in place to investigate claims of mistreatment at the jail, but they haven't been able to do that.
We have not been able to talk to detainees. We've not been able to talk to correctional officers or staff including medical.
There were several riots or uprisings. One of the most recent ones happened in August when 40 inmates got out of their cells after locks malfunctioned. Just as her tenure began, the city spent $1.5 million fixing the locking system. Staffing has continued to be an issue. An audit completed by Missouri State Auditor Scott Fitzpatrick's office says staffing shortages are the root cause of many of the CJC's problems.
What the low staff complement means is you have over 700 detainees who are being locked in their cells for 22, 23 hours a day.
A little more than a month after the August uprising, the city confirmed Clemens Abdullah was on leave, which lasted for the majority of the final 3 months of her tenure. Alderman Rasheen Aldridge says the reason for that leave was not public.
I definitely speculated that ultimately she's on leave to eventually be either kind of pushed out or she was looking for another job. There was rumors that she was selling her home.
A year ago, she made a very proud statement to Five on Your Side.
I know we're going in the right direction because the proof is in the pudding.
But for the last year, many city officials disagreed. On December 21st, Aldridge said they're finally moving in the right direction when the city announced she no longer had a job here.
And I would say it's about damn time. I've been very vocal and saying, and was the very first alder that said I think that she needed to leave.
Reporting in St. Louis, Laura Barczewski, Five on Your Side.
And Tammy Ross is now the acting jail commissioner. Consultant Doug Burris is in place to make improvements. He was credited for change at the St. Louis County Jail. The city says there will likely be a national search to replace Clemens Abdullah. Well, we're in for a winter warm-up ahead of Christmas. Meteorologist Gary Frank is here to tell us what else is coming along with those warmer temperatures. Hey there, Gary.
Yeah, good evening, Brent. Good to see you. And as we continue to look throughout the rest of the evening, it's dry right now. We're going to stay that way, I think, for most of not only tonight, but tomorrow. What you'll notice stepping outside, the wind is still up just a little bit. It's not moving this camera around a bunch specifically, but the wind is started to turn for us. We're still at 38 degrees, and keep in mind that's only 5-6 degrees away from our average high this time of the year. As most of us remain above freezing, you'll see those wind direction arrows. They're coming obviously out of the south. Some of our gusts are over 20 miles an hour right now, like Farmington, Alton, Litchfield, Effingham, and even Raleigh at 33. So anytime the wind is blowing that much, we have cloud cover. It's tough for us to really settle down and cool down, but it does make it feel a little bit cooler. It feels like it's 22 in Litchfield, as a result, even 26 in Raleigh. So with that wind tomorrow morning, it will feel cooler, but still our air temperature stays above freezing. It is breezy with those south winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour. But our main weather impact as we head into the holiday week is it's warmer than normal. It's even warmer than normal right now. But our rain chances dominate the forecast. I got a lot of rain icons in that 7-day forecast. We'll talk about the rainiest periods in the next few days and how it'll impact your holiday and travel.
All right, Gary, we'll see you then. Developing tonight, local Starbucks workers joining a national strike against the company. Employees at the Grand and Sydney location walked off the job today. They picketed outside of the store there, calling for better pay and benefits. Workers say they're dealing with poor staffing, hour cuts, and even safety issues.
We're hoping that Starbucks starts to see the value that we create for them and that they return to the bargaining table with us and that they view us as the partners they claim we are.
Locations on Hanley and Lindbergh are also planning walkouts in the next 2 days. Starbucks workers in other major cities are also joining that movement. We've seen similar demonstrations in Philadelphia, Denver, and Los Angeles. The union says the strike could last through Christmas Eve. Starbucks says it is ready to negotiate. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a live look. There we go, Enterprise Center. The Blues ice rink got traded in for a basketball court. You know it. The University of Missouri faced off against the University of Illinois in the annual bragging rights basketball game. 5 on Your Side's Corey Miller shows us all the action from this year's thrilling matchup.
It is a holy day on the St. Louis sports calendar, the yearly pilgrimage to the Enterprise Center for Tiger and Illini fans. However, we haven't had a truly close bragging rights game since 2020. It's been a while. There would be no blowout today. Great crowd, great atmosphere, and two good teams off to good starts this season in Mizzou and Illinois. Illini were dialed in from deep early. Kasparas Yakakonis beats the shot clock for three. Plenty more from him coming up. Mizzou did it in the paint today. Tony Perkins, look out below. Then it's going to be Mark Mitchell, basket and the foul. He did a lot of that today. Black and gold faithful loving it. 2 minutes left. Jakayonis jumper. Illinois up 3. Tamar Bates answers with a 3 of his own. We're tied at 75 with a minute left. Back the other way. Jackie Jonas again. Stop, spin, shoot, money. Illinois has a 2-point lead. Illini made a free throw to go up 3. Mizzou had a chance to tie it in the fading moments, but Jacob Cruz' three-pointer clangs off the rim. Illinois wins 80-77 for their second straight bragging rights victory.
I'm proud of this group, and that's a really good Missouri team that will be participating in March. So good win for us, and we get to go to Christmas break, and now we get really excited as a coach because it's get better time over the break.
And join us tonight after the news for a Sports Plus Christmas special. Frank and I look back on some of our favorite stories of 2024.
The North Pole moves in just south of St. Louis.
Anytime you can make a kid smile, it's a great thing.
The group turning an elementary school's gym into a winter wonderland. Plus, bringing hope to the hospital.
It's a beautiful thing, a wonderful thing.
Jolly St. Nick heads to our area days before his journey across the globe.
It is going to be a rainy week off and on throughout the week, and even as we get close to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, it's this rainmaker off to our southwest that we're focusing on. How much of those days are rainy and how long this rain lingers throughout the rest of the week.
Making a Difference is sponsored by Midwest Bank Center.
Now to our segment that puts good news on the news. A Missouri school recently discovered what happens when Santa's workshop moves into the gymnasium. And as you'll learn in tonight's Making a Difference report, an entire community joined his team. In Lemay, Missouri, Christmas Magic has a new address, a school gymnasium.
Come on in, guys.
At Forder Elementary,
We have cookies.
hundreds of students walked in to find their familiar basketball court transformed into a winter wonderland. Complete with Christmas trees, Hanukkah decorations, Kwanzaa celebrations, and mountains of presents.
I was so surprised when I walked into the gym. I was like, whoa, there's just so much stuff in here. You get 2 things.
Principal Whitney Moss couldn't believe her eyes.
I was surprised. I was very like, is this real? And I was really excited that somebody would think of Forder and just to do something nice for our students.
Ho, ho, ho! Behind this holiday transformation is a group of real estate friends who simply wanted to make a difference.
Hi guys, welcome to your gym.
They call themselves Your Wish Granted, though they might as well call themselves Santa's advance team.
If you guys want to, we can use the push pins.
Donna Flaherty is one of the organizers.
I was blessed and am blessed with, a great family, and, we've always been able to do what we wanted for our kids. And that said, I also understand at a very deep level that not everybody can.
And Forder Elementary was chosen this year specifically for its diverse community.
I know the people that live here. I know their children. They are amazing, beautiful people, and I knew it was culturally diverse. So that's why I wanted to pick this school and celebrate them.
The celebration included carefully chosen presents for all 415 students.
Welcome. Hi, guys.
I picked out this Sharpie set thing that has like markers, and it comes with a coloring book. I love coloring, so this is what I picked out. It just made me like joyful, amazing, and just like great.
You guys can pick anything you want.
What started 3 years ago has blossomed into something extraordinary.
Oh wait, there's a football!
Each year, the group picks a school where families might need a little extra holiday magic.
Oh my gosh, we had a speed.
When Your Wish Granted decorated their first school, it took until midnight.
A headband and a wristband.
This year, they had so many volunteers, they finished in just over 2 hours.
People just want to help, especially kids at Christmas time.
Sit right here, buddy.
And even though Santa hit a snag at the front office, seems North Pole ID isn't valid here.
I tried to give them my Santa ID up front, but they wouldn't take it.
Right here.
He wasn't missing this for anything.
Merry Christmas! Anytime you can make a kid smile, it's a great thing.
This never happened to me in my life.
They say the best gifts come from the heart.
I might get this.
But in Lemay, Missouri, they've discovered something even better. Hearts that give.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
And Your Wish Granted tells us they're already planning for next Christmas. They hope to raise enough money to surprise even more students at a larger school in 2025. And a reminder, if you know somebody making a difference for others, let me know by email at mbush@ksdk.com.
We love it, Mike. Meteorologist Gary Frink joining us now with that weather impact forecast. You know what? No white Christmas this time, but maybe a bit of rain.
I think so. I just keep having to show you this snow while it lasts before it melts and gets rained on here over the next 48 hours, because they're still making snow right now at Hidden Valley, so it's always nice to see the camera on there. Just a kind of a reminder of the season that we're in, even though we're not going to be settling into that right now. Temps in the upper 30s here at this moment. You can see the steady stream of warm air out of the south here off to the west. Look how warm it is at this hour. You're talking about temperatures at this hour that are above the average highs for this time of the year. And so that's what we're seeing at the moment. Tomorrow morning, like I said, you're going to start off with temps in the mid-30s. For the most part, with the breeze, it's going to keep us from really bottoming out. So that's something to note. But as we look off to our north, this is where one of the disturbances that is bringing a little colder air in around the region. I don't think it's going to get here, but you'll start to see this take shape, one of these disturbances where they are bringing some snow, areas with a white Christmas. And as that works down, we have another system that will also start to feed moisture in, and this is in the Four Corners region. And as it works its way to the Panhandle, that's going to be our next system, and it kind of drives some moisture in ahead of that one to the north. So we're going to be kind of in between that tomorrow, and as a result, clouds will increase. You'll see that throughout the day. It's not out of the question that a sprinkle or a light shower is going to happen late in the day. I just don't think it's going to be much of an issue. The south breeze is up. Temps are in the upper 40s, right around 50 degrees. Like I said, a very slight chance for rain, but it's cloudy through most of the day. So just expect that. Now, as we go throughout the rest of Tuesday and Wednesday, watch how we start to see those rain chances increase late on Tuesday. I think you start off the day dry, but watch how this rain starts to settle in. And I think we'll see rain throughout the afternoon and evening, and most of it is pretty steady. And I think in terms of widespread rain, this is the most widespread period. I think early Wednesday morning, that's when we're going to see most of that steady rain that settles in. And then throughout the mid-morning, I think it looks like most of that rain works its way into the Metro East. So here's how I see it right now for our holiday rain chances. I think by midday on Tuesday, your travel, driving, wherever it may be, I think there's chances for rain, especially to the south, but you're looking at those rain chances increase Tuesday evening, by Wednesday at midnight as it turns Christmas, and then for the first part of the day, and then starting to taper off a little bit. So that's how I think it sees right now. Temperatures right at 47 on Christmas Eve, and on Christmas Day, we'll see a little bit more rain, but I think that rain tapers off in the afternoon hours. Still mild. And overall, I think with the amount of rain chances that we'll see, our better heavy rain is off to our southwest. Still a lot of us through Saturday with all these rain chances, an inch to an inch and a half is expected. And here's the next 7 days for you as we get from 50 to 47. Like I mentioned, a slight chance for rain, but it's Tuesday into Wednesday. We get a break on Thursday, and then showers and even a few thunderstorms Friday and Saturday as we approach 60.
It's time to go on the move. I'm Paul Cook, your transportation reporter from Today in St. Louis. Are you going to be flying over the holidays? Well, then you're probably planning to bring some gifts for family, right? We've got some tips to save travelers time and hassle when you go to Lambert International Airport.
If you are planning to travel with gifts, we strongly recommend that instead of using wrapping paper, that you use a gift bag to place those items in. The reason we ask that is if for some reason the item alarms, we're going to have to do a physical inspection of it, so we'll have to unwrap it, take a look at it.
Okay, gift bags. Another thing you're going to need to pack, your meds. This isn't as restrictive as you might think.
Have it with you in your carry-on. The thing that you don't want to have is all your medication in your checked luggage, and if for some reason it's delayed, you don't have it when you need it. So keep it nearby.
So like it is with everything for the holidays, plan ahead. That's a good idea. Oh yeah, also have your doctor's contact info ready. And I can't say it enough, the most important thing about air travel is getting there early. Inside the airport at least 2 hours before your flight. Happy holidays. Stay safe out there. Paul Cook, 5 on your side.
Well, the holiday classic becomes reality. Santa Claus is coming to town, and he's bringing the holidays to the hospital early. Well, not every child will get to open Christmas presents this week. Some families have no choice but to spend the holiday in the hospital. Tonight, a behind-the-scenes look at how Old St. Nick is making sure babies in the ICU get holiday cheer. Photojournalist Stephen Turner takes us to Mercy Hospital.
You hear the little bells coming down, you're like, Santa's coming!
Ready to go? Yeah, I think they're all good for you there, Santa. Thank you. All right, you're welcome.
She'll be 2 months on Christmas Day.
That a girl. Good job.
Since we've been here about 2 months, we're not able to celebrate Christmas at home. We struggled with infertility, so after 8 years, we were able to finally get our Christmas miracle this year.
I'm getting pictures taken with these beautiful children, these wonderful children who are spending their first Christmas in the hospital.
Congratulations.
Just to have him create memories for these families that are going through this not ideal time, it means the world to us.
Oh, there you go. Wait, we have a big yawn coming. Oh, there we go. Okay, he's ready now.
We don't work on the Santa Day, but we had to come in and see him because he's our bud.
Thanks for everything that you do.
Sure, no problem. Thanks for
You're an
coming
angel.
today.
You're an angel. Oh, he's stretching out all over the place. We say cheese. 1, 2, 3. Cheese.
She's gonna blow some bubbles at you.
That's okay. That's not the first time. 2 for the price of 1. You have a little brother for Christmas. Isn't that wonderful? And I'm sure you're going to be very happy when he comes home and you can change his diapers.
I've been blessed to do this for 30 years. Yes, but I'm 30 years old. Believe that, and I'm going to bring you something really good for Christmas.
Volunteer photographers from On Angels Wings provided those photos for families to have as a keepsake. The group Hannah's Hope gave them goodie bags as a gesture of goodwill. Well, police arrest an unimaginable Christmas culprit. It's all in good fun, bringing Christmas magic to a family. Well, looks like someone made the naughty list this year. A California police officer told a mom and her son that he arrested someone trying to break into their house. The suspect? Well, it turned out to be none other than their elf on the shelf. Mom set the whole thing up with police to create some Christmas magic for her son, who promised the officers that the elf was only trying to help Santa. You gotta believe it. Hey, Gary.
Oh, yeah. Well, tomorrow it's not going to feel quite like the week before Christmas because we're dealing with above average temperatures and maybe a hit and miss chance for rain. But you're going to wake up and it's going to be a lot warmer than you would expect it to be. We're almost already above our average high by 9 or 10 o'clock with a hit and miss shower. Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell is up early. He's going to be talking about it for you tomorrow, Brent.
All right, we'll be paying attention. Thank you, and thank you for joining us. That's all of our time after the game, but remember, we're always streaming on 5+. Sports Plus with Frank Cusimano is next.